radio. Shout it.
Answer me this though, Ra. What is it that causes you to slow down when you putting out artists back to back to back? All of them are becoming successful. What is it that you think slowed down the momentum of Tight to Death?
Well, at one point, 2004, 4th of July, I suffered a double aneurysm, brain aneurysm.
Yes, sir.
That slowed me all the way down to a screech. Because a week and a half before I had the aneurysm, I had just signed a deal for Franchise Boys with Universal.
My God.
So I had just got that check in and got them boys their check. And I went to a double aneurysm, and I was out of the game for 2 years.
2 years?
2 years. I was in the hospital for 90 days, like coma. I was out. Didn't know my brother and sister's name.
Yeah.
Didn't know my son's name. Didn't recognize them. Recognize no friends.
Yeah.
Only recognized my mom. Was the only person I recognized in the hospital.
My God.
And they say I would only want to see. My mother said, "Let's put on the TV. Let's put on BET for him, and let's find out what kind of music he wants." She brought my record player up there, radio. She said, I requested Bobby Womack Greatest Hits. So I'm listening to Bobby Womack Greatest Hits and looking at BET.
Yes, sir.
And everybody come in the room, they say, I be doing like this. Mama say, you like they're in your way. So they say, don't bother them till BET go off.
Yeah.
So they say, okay, cool. So with that in mind, that was going on, and they asked me, the nurse, they said, we got to start getting you to walk, exercise. So I'm like, cool. I don't even know who they are, but they trying to help me walk. I get out this bed and it take me about 40 minutes to get to that door. I couldn't walk. I'm doing like this. I take one step and my legs wouldn't hold up. I say, whoa. They say, well, that's normal. He been laying down for 2 months.
Damn.
Hadn't used his legs for 2 months.
Yeah.
So they like,
spaghetti.
Yeah, they like spaghetti. So they said, we got to build his legs back up. We got to do this, do that. So they would have to put me in a wheelchair. And they give me certain stuff. They had an exercise therapist come in there. So now I can walk from here to that door, cross there, 30 minutes and back. So they were doing that every day. When I see them coming, I get excited. I said, Mama, make me walk again.
Exactly.
Okay, good. And they would give me some pills. I'll tell you a funny story about the pills. They would give me 2 pills every day. I couldn't stand to take a little cup of water, 2 pills. Couldn't stand them dog pills. So one day, lady was trying to give me pills, and I wouldn't open my mouth. They tried to put them in my hand. I had my hand balled up. And they said, Doc, they called the doctor now. It's Doc, he won't take a pill. He just started smiling. He said, good, don't make him take them. He said, that let me know right then your feelings coming back, your emotions coming back, you're feeling everything I need to be coming back. Don't give him not another pill.
That's right.
They said, whoa, he's getting good. So Doc come in and talked to me the whole 9. So my mother came up there. She was up there every day anyway. So they said, they want to do something instead of you walking down the thing. Your mother want to take you outside. I say, we couldn't let no nurses take you out because you had brain surgery. We didn't want no lawsuit against the hospital.
Exactly.
So your mother had to go in there to the head doctor and sign off that she could take you out. She took me out for 30 minutes a day in the wheelchair. When I got outside and hit God's air, I took it out. Oh, it felt like Holy Ghost hit you, right?
Yeah.
So Mama take him out every day and looking at cars pass by. I'm smelling the grass. I'm smelling them like, oh, my God. So she did that for a week. The doctor said, whatever was outside and whatever you did, Dr. Raheem, we're going to take him out of intensive care, put him in his own room upstairs with a television and everything else.
Yeah.
And the bed, he can have visitors. They say, what did you do? She said, took him out and got God's air because he in intensive care. He breathing sick air every day.
Exactly.
He breathing his own air and other sick people air.
Come on.
You doctors are good because y'all go home every day. That's what my mother told me.
Exactly.
So I'm taking my son out there and I'll be responsible if something happens.
Exactly.
So Mom did that.
When you got out of the hospital and got back on your grind, first of all, what happened with the Franchise Boys after that? Because you was gone for 2 years. So what happened?
Yeah. What happened with them, I found out that they had got another deal. Universal sold them to another label.
Yeah.
And I forgot the name of the record label, but they sold them because they wasn't selling with them.
Yeah.
They said they was only moving when I was out.
Yeah.
I was directing it, and I would tell Universal what to do.
Yeah.
So Universal said, we need another label to take this off our hands. So another label, Jermaine Dupri, them got with them.
Yeah.
And started working them. And they did all that while I was in the hospital.
Yeah. So now when you touch back down, were you hungry to get back into the music industry, or was you like, you know what? Y'all done caused me to have an aneurysm. Fuck this shit.
Now, what happened when I got back home, when I got out, I'm looking at the world, and I'm riding on my mother's passenger side in her car. And granted, when I got out of the hospital, they didn't give me not one prescription for nothing. They said, it's incredible. He don't even need an aspirin.
My God.
So Mama didn't even have to go to a pharmacy. We
Yeah.
go straight from the hospital to her house.
Yeah.
We went to Mom's house. I forgot I had a house.
Damn.
I had a house built. So I'm staying in Mom's house. She never even mentioned my house till about 2 months later. She said, we're going to ride over to your house. I said, my house? I'm going to stay here.
Yeah.
She said, well, you'll see it. You see it. Hopefully you can remember things at your house. So they went in there. I'm looking at this big house. I look on the inside. I'm like, okay. And so I sit on the steps. I'm looking like, and can we get ready to go back home?
Yeah.
To your house? Where the TV is on, the food cooking,
Yeah.
going on. This house feel cold and big and empty.
Yeah.
So I kicked that. Mom said, well, if he don't want to go back, he don't have to go back. He's not ready to go back. So I'm chilling. I'm looking at TV. I ain't even thinking about records. I ain't even thinking about no groups. Then one of my homegirls called me probably like 2 months later. She says, Raheem, I got a record that I think you might like. I say, he getting a vibe at the club over here, you know, on Bankhead. So yeah, bring it to me. She brought me the record. It was, I ain't gonna let up, I ain't gonna sit up, I ain't gonna let nobody get to me. Oh no. It was Yola the Great record.
Yes, sir.
She said,
Win what up, though, on the track.
went on the track, killing the track. So Bruce said, can you do something with it? I said, yeah. Give me 3 weeks. Don't do nothing. Tell the artist don't do nothing. I called her back. I said, I got a deal. Said,
Damn.
God, you just got out of the hospital. I got a deal. She said, woo. I said, Atlantic Records. They flew, they cut the check that day.
What?
Said, here go $200,000 up front. You get the other $2 when you turn the album in. She said, God, dog. She said, we were just in the club with this record like 3 weeks ago. I say, I mean, some connects you just still have. And I told people, I said, now y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. Y'all let me stay in the hospital almost a year. I mean, all that long time, and then at the recover, and y'all ain't did no work, ain't got no deals, nothing. I get out and I barely can walk and go get a deal with Atlantic.